what are your thoughts on how to ensure the ongoing skill application? So after you've done that leadership workshop, how are you applying those ongoing skills?
Well, I'm a big fan of, again, that's partly where I think coaching comes in and holding people accountable, right? So if we send people to, let's just say, to a 2-day workshop or a 1-day workshop, then that action plan, people should be held accountable for that, and whether that's with a peer coach, whether that's with their boss, whether that's with an external coach, whatever it is, and the people have to recognize this is this is an expectation of my job, that I'm doing those things. That's part of it. But I'm also a really big fan, as I've said before, and Sarah, you're going to say more about it in a second, I'm a really big fan of splitting apart the training into smaller pieces so that, if you go to a 2-day workshop or a 1-day workshop or a half-a-day workshop, if you're interested at all, you're going to get several ideas. Even if some of them are things that you already, quote, knew but haven't been doing, you're going to get several ideas. It's really hard at the end of a really good training session like you would put on, Ann, that it's going to be really hard for people to only come up with 3 things they could do when they got a list of 17 things in their notes. So there's one of the challenges. We need to break it up into smaller pieces so that people can work on 1 or 2 things at a time. Improve those things, drop those into their subconscious habit, and bring out 1 or 2 more to work on again later. So by extending the learning, by chunking the learning, improves the likelihood and makes it easier for people to apply because it doesn't seem as daunting. And we can work on 1 thing for 30 days and get better on that 1 thing. Then we can work on another thing for 30 days. And I'm making a note because I wrote a really good blog post about that very thing. I'm going to make a note of that, Sarah, so that I send that to you, okay?
Great.
All right. Hopefully that answers that question.
Yes. It does actually, and one of our attendees, Susanna, just responded out that